Um, my kids over on ah, hey y'all. I was just like, I don't know where everybody is. And then I saw this little, I'm new to StreamYard, so this is like my flagship StreamYard. Hey Ivy. Hey Ram Rose. Listen, I'm answering your tweet. I'm actually presently answering your tweet about your grandmama sending you pictures of yourself. It's so funny, like you're the first person. Hey Jay Nick, how are you? Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, so I'm trying StreamYard out for the first time, child. I don't know. I don't know. I think I got it straight. I don't know what it looks like to you guys. Ivy, you doing all right? Let me see here. Listening while at work till my class starts. Um, oh, thank you, Jay Nick. You're always so sweet. Hey, Taria. I saw you this morning on Beautiful Souls Live. Hey, Miss Cookie, how are you? Hey, Freddie, how you doing? Welcome, Freddie. Your first time viewer to a live or to my channel? Oh, you're always in my spirit, Ram Rose. You know that. Um, yeah, so I was feeling like a little slightly blue today. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just a constant barrage of social things that just make you cry, make you scream, make you mad, make you upset, and before you know it, you just have this bevy of emotions and you just know where to put them. I mean, so I was just reading about Talib Kweli is permanently suspended from Twitter, apparently for harassing this female activist out here on Twitter. Oh, Miss Cookie says she could be better, but also you could be worse, laying in bed with the headache, but I'm making it. Girl, I get it. I get it all together. Um, I like to take me a little sunshine break on the back deck. It helps. Also a little wood cook. Not too much, just a little now. Too much and you start getting depressed. Um, yeah, J Nick. I was like, what's going on? Like what I mean, who's next? Like is Santa? Like the Easter bunny? Like who's next? Who's next to fall? Like, is there not one? Is there not one upstanding, decent individual? I'm not saying what Twitter is saying about him is completely true, but apparently this has been going on for quite some time. They've got a pretty long record of how he's been harassing her on Twitter. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I really, really don't. And everybody, of course, you guys have seen all this scuttlebutt with Jaguar Wright, which I went through a complete Rolodex, and it was a very small Rolodex. Hey, Monica, is it Mazkua? Maz Mazka Mazkua? I tried, honey. It's a beautiful name. Uh, but I went through like a whole Rolodex of songs, and when I say Rolodex, I mean a very small Rolodex of Jaguar Wright songs, and I don't think I know one song. I do vaguely Oh, Mazuka. Oh, honey, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Masuka. Oh, honey, I like it. I like it. I think you should be Masuka, Monica. Monica is great, but Masuka. Oh, honey, that is an outstanding name, darling. Um, so Toria says that she still doesn't get the whole Talib situation. It's crazy, right? Like, I mean, outside looking in, coming up, I'm 49, I'll be 50 this year, but coming up, all we had was like Jive magazine and Word Up, like wasn't internet and stuff like that. So you couldn't really see a lot into stars, but I think through their music we got this idea that they were certain type of individuals, um, woke or just really socially aware and socially conscious and that type of thing. We got that through their music apparently, and I mean, oh my gosh, is it Stanley? How y'all doing? How you doing, Lynette? I know it ain't Stanley. Stanley somewhere making the donuts. How you doing, Lynette? I'm so glad to see you. What a pleasant surprise. I cannot wait for your Greenleaf review. Oh, I get so much more out of it with you and Stanley both bantering back and forth together. It's really, really nice to have a male perspective. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. I wish we could stop. I wish you would stop. What? Tell him that I'll be 50 untruth. Oh, honey, that's sweet of you. You still in mourning, child. Who gonna do the fume? Who gonna do the fume? You know it's probably gonna be Willie Watkins. He do all the affluent funerals. I know they called and asked me if I would make a macaroni and cheese. I told them, child, in these perilous times, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I will give you an ambrosia salad, child, because that ain't nothing but marshmallows and jello. But your girl can't make mac and cheese for 1,000. She just can't do it. Not in these hard financial times. But yeah, so when I saw that about Tyler, I was like, Lord, is there not one? That old dude that was trying to give me charity. I got the sheet cake right. Right. Just a Costco or Sam's Club girl and just and you know what I'm saying, and call it a day. I really was gonna take a bunch of checks, drinks around there, child, but I was on my way out the house to the AFP, child, to get my check drinks, your cola, your orange, your grape, your red, not no particular flavors. You get your colors. And that's when they called, child, and asked me about the mac and cheese. I told her I'm good on ambrosia salad, child, but I'm not gonna be able to bring y'all no mac and cheese for 1,200. Not gonna be able to do that. um, yeah. So it just seems like all of our the people that we've known are fallen. Not that what is being said about these people is necessarily true per se, but I do believe there's a measure in truth of truth in a lot of these, and it has just sort of been systematic, right? Like systematically, our ideals of who people are, and we can't negate what they brought to the culture, but still, the idea of who they are, the fact that you could in the thought that you could invite Talib Kweli to your cookout, right? And he wouldn't be trying to do none untoward to your niece in the bathroom. Like that's was pretty much understood thinking, right? But apparently a girl child ain't safe in a world full of men folks. That's what they say now. That's what they say. Red Kool-Aid. Red Kool-Aid. Just try to take your dollar amount up just a couple of notches, because when you go real cheap, like with that wireless Kool-Aid, wireless, You get that in your throat. You know, it'd be webby. That's that powder. That's why I don't like that country time lemonade. Give me Minute Maid all day. Although country time does make a delicious Arnold Palmer mix. The lemonade is trash. The lemonade is trash. I sure hope somebody make a cobbler. Ooh, I want me a cobbler so bad. I don't need no ice cream. Just give me lots of crust. Okay? Give me lots of crust. Mm-mm-mm. And make sure you get there early, girl. That fume gonna be packed. That fume gonna be packed. You thought John Lewis had a send off, baby. I believe Mavis might even come back for it. So anyway, I went through Jaguar's Rolodex songs, and I don't know any song except she sang one song. She did If Only You Knew. That's Patti LaBelle. How much I do to need you. Oh, I love Cakey Cobbler. So she did that song, and I vaguely remember it. And I know she did something else, but I couldn't find no songs that I knew of hers on. And I remember her name, but I don't remember any songs that she sung. And now to see her all over the internet in this kind of way, I'm just like, Jaguar, Jaguar, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, sis. What happened? You talking about Common, the light skin one with the freckles? Then he was dating Angela Rye. Child, is there not one? Is there not one amongst you? Oh my gosh. It's just like you. I wish we could just go back. I just wish we could go back when we just had the music as our point of reference. I mean, not to negate people that have been harmed and hurt. Like, those things need to be brought to the light. But I wish I could go back when I could just really enjoy music, cleaning my house, and not have to know all of the ugly backstory behind it. Now, I guess that's a real Duke's, you know what I'm saying, male way of thinking. But I don't know, it's a little depressing. It's a little depressing. And then to come out here and find out Talib Kweli has been permanently suspended from Twitter for harassing a female activist. Like, come on. It says, what is Common accused of now? Well, you know, Jaguar Wright did like an hour and a half live I guess the lady's like a reporter. Um, she did this interview. I don't know if it was a purposeful interview or she just popped in, but anyway, it ended up being like an hour, and she just told all of the ugliness that goes on tour buses as it pertains to Wu-Tang. Common, she said Common tried to R-word her. You know what the R-word is. Common tried to R-word her, and I mean, she drug Erica Badu. She said Erica Badu's son Puma. She didn't know who his daddy was because she was messing with a bunch of different people. Hey, enigmatic Eve, I haven't seen you in a while, sis. Um, she talked about Jill Scott, and I was like, wait now, wait now. Okay, I will come off the front porch on you about Jill Scott, but she said Jill Scott is a woman about town, you know what I mean, real hoish like, and be sleeping with folks, man. And she said Jill Scott stole her style. Now, I will say this: as I was going back and listening through her Rolodex of songs, I don't know what she stole from you, sis, but it wasn't your style. You can't touch Jill Scott with a 10-foot pole. Now I'm not talking about the lady. I'm not saying she wasn't great. I saw her do a live performance of Strange Fruit, which is a Nina Simone song. And I mean, yeah, yeah. I think it's a bunch of stuff. I think it's a bunch of stuff. It's unfortunate that it has to go down like this. It's like, have you ever been to a friend's house and like they say that let's say that friend is married and you go to your friend's house and it's a lovely time, dinner and all of that, and they start fighting, they start arguing like in this passive aggressive way. Like what do you do? What do you do? Do you get up? Do you leave? Do you excuse yourself? Do you just keep eating and act like you don't hear it? Like what? Why would y'all make me uncomfortable like this? Why would y'all invite me over here and then just be arguing and stuff together? Like, am I supposed to leave you here? Like what? It's just it's awkward. It's such an awkward thing. I don't know. Yeah, she talked about the mother of grits, girl. I don't get it. I haven't heard anything from Jill Scott, though I wouldn't expect to, or Erica Badu, though I wouldn't expect to. She's saying that people calling her left and right and telling her that she need to get offline and she don't need to be telling all this stuff and she don't need to be doing all this, that, and the third. But again, she kind of looks like she been rolled hard and hung up wet to me. She looked like she's had a tough go of it. And she's talking about years of just being in situations from dude to dude. But I did notice because see, you just see a little bit of the common snippet, right? I would add my 2 cents since y'all want to argue in front of me. Girl, I be trying to climb down into that hot fish and mac and cheese, child. I don't be trying to get involved because they'll be done made up in the next few minutes and you'll be the only one sitting there like the outsider. Mm-mm. I don't get involved, but I will never go back. Your house, I know that you around here arguing and throwing croissants at each other. You can forget about me coming back. Anyway, so so I did watch the longest part, like the whole video, and she was talking about how her ex-husband blackmailed her into marrying him because she wouldn't leave her girlfriend. I was like, wait now, sis. Now wait. Come on now. Come on. Slow down. Slow down. And then every time like the interviewer or the person she was talking to would try to say, oh yeah, I kind of understand. Like I feel, I can see where that was. And she would be like, let me finish, let me finish, let me finish. I was like, okay, 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 everybody just calm down. Everybody just breathe. Everybody just breathe. I mean, she had a lot she wanted to say, and she had, this small little window of time. Apparently, she wanted to say it in. I don't know if she was scared somebody was gonna kick her door in or what, but I'm like, girl, just breathe and take your time and tell us what happened, and if you could also tell us what year this took place in, because we all, if mid 40s, early 50s, right? Like this couldn't have been recently because I'm looking at you and I really don't think that Common, being as mainstream as he is, would just be running, laying next to you in bed. So this can't be recent. I'm not saying he's better than her. I'm just saying demographically, he's in a different place. And she's in a different place. You know what I'm saying? Like she north and he south. He out there in Hollywood doing his own thing. And she clearly is a Newport smoker. She clearly is like, she giving me malt liquor. She's giving me Colt 45 and Benson and Hedges. That's what she's giving me. Anyway, it just comes out that her son was recently killed, and she did all this because they call him Malik, but I call him Malik. Malik. This guy who was the founder of Roots, he passed away a few days ago, and she feel like it didn't nobody call and check on him or shout him out on Twitter and all this stuff, and it wasn't right. The people that did it, she felt like the shout out wasn't good enough. So I think essentially people like Common, Jill Scott, Erica Badu, um, maybe not Talib Kweli because apparently he is just as petty as 50 Cent. I think they're just gonna let her spin out and it go away. The same thing Kim Kardashian was gonna do with Kanye West until he started tweeting and calling her mama Chris John Un. People just don't talk about it, and typically it goes away, right? Typically, so we'll see. Um, but yeah, she said that it's two band members that's band members of the Roots. One of them is a dude with a big afro, and I think he is like the band leader over the band that plays for what's his name, the comedian that does a talk show at night. It starts with a C. Anyway, he used to be on the Trevor Noah show, and then he got his own show. Oh, I almost called it. I almost called it. Anyway, but he's the band leader for the band that plays for this show. And Big Afro, he always got like a little pick in it, right? And no, it's not Jimmy Fallon. The guy's name started with a C, and I think he originally from a part of Questlove. So she said Questlove is asexual, meaning he don't have no sexual proclivity. He like a Ken doll, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even there. And it's not Conan, but oh hey, beautiful soul. It's not Conan, but he's funnier than Conan, and he do a lot more political stuff. He used to be on the Late Show, not with Trevor Noah, but with their prior host. He used to do a lot of skits and stuff, and now he got his own show. And so, yeah, she said he asexual. Now, when the last time you seen him with a woman? Have you ever seen him with a woman? I was like, oh, sis. I'm gonna tell you, I really didn't like what she said about Erica Badu's son Puma. I didn't think that was right. I feel like if you're gonna say Erica Badu was a hoe or Erica Badu was hoish, that's one thing. But for you to call her son out, it's not courting, but you real close. You very, very close. Steve Colbert. That's his name, Steve Colbert. He's the band leader, I think, on the Colbert Show. Anyway, but she say Puma, she didn't know who the daddy of Puma was. I was like, why would you bring Puma name up? Why would you bring Puma name up? See, it threw me off too because it kind of teed me off too because she upset that nobody shouted out her son, like came to her son rescue. Apparently her son was out there in them streets and he got shot and killed. And Malik, oh, you're saying no, he doesn't do it for Stephen Colbert. He does it for Jimmy Fallon. Really? Why do I remember that differently? Anyway, yeah. So I mean, Puma is grown. It's just something grimy about it. It's just something grimy about it. And I feel like it's grimy because really this is conversation we would be having like on the back deck, child, a few glasses of wine, you know what I'm saying, talking kind of low, saying things that we would never say out in public. Like out in public, we would have never talked about we didn't know who Puma's daddy was, right? Like for her to be doing it, it was like, oh no, darling, we do not be out here discussing children's lineage in public. Child is understood. She is 16, but either way, she can see this. Yeah, I mean, if 6-year-olds can be handcuffed and laid in the street, I guess so. I mean, as a whole, I ain't gonna say that, but in general, children don't. There's not a lot of reverence still for children, so or elderly. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of grimy. I thought it was kind of grimy. I didn't like the fact that she didn't let the lady talk. And then it just seemed like everything that went on with her, like the things that she wasn't necessarily able to get on with, the things she wasn't necessarily able to do in her career was someone else's. It was someone else's fault. Like when she said her ex-husband blackmailed her into marrying him, um, because he was gonna tell about her girlfriend and she didn't want to leave her girlfriend. I was like, so is your everything was someone else's fault. Everything was someone else's. When she was talking about the secret to the top, the secret to the riding on a bus with a bus load full of men, I was just like, get the bottom bunk in the front. I was like, are people still doing that though? Are still people still riding buses like to concerts and stuff, like tour buses? I guess, child. I guess. I feel like we should have had this conversation back in 2002 through 2003. I think it would have meant a little bit more to me. Yeah. So my secret to those videos where we see people being harassed by the police or beaten up or heaven forbid shot and killed, my secret to that is that I can't watch the visual and the audio. Okay, I have to separate them. So I can watch a video and not have as much emotion about it. I mean, I see what's going on. I think it's terrible, but it's not as emotional for me, physically emotional for me personally, because I can't hear the audio. And so that's my secret to watching it. I click on Instagram and I just hit the screen and turn the volume off of it. And sometimes it's still worse or it's still bad because it's something really, really graphic. But them kids crying and screaming, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, will put me in a place, baby. Y'all be like, anybody heard from Miss Honey? Yeah, it's no good for me. It's no good for me. And it's not even about this sadness. It's about this seething rage that I get, that I begin to project on everything. Like I stop seeing the goodness in everyone, and everybody starts to become a villain for me. Um, and that's why it's really, really important to have symbolisms that you can trust. But we're seeing now that it's not yeah, it's not always possible. So I feel like if you got heroes out there, if you got people that you think is really, really great, don't be on social media, because there might be a story that rolls through that talks about how they like to bite their kitty cat toenails with their mouth. And who wants to know that? Who wants to know that a person is using peanut butter as their toothpaste? Like, who wants to know these dirty, dark secrets? No, no, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Honey Bunches, I already know who that is. How you doing, darling? I really do enjoy you on Instagram. Let's see. Let me see what my little girl was saying about her husband. My ex-husband did the same thing to me. Like, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. And in the way she was talking about um how she was messing with a gang of dudes. She had about 4 or 5 dudes that she was messing with, and she had her B. I was like, what's going on here? What's going on here, man? What's going on here? What's happening? Like it was a lot of different contradictions all in one. You know, at the same time, she was saying that it was this chick that she was kind of trying to protect, and that she would take her with her everywhere so that the dudes wouldn't mess with her. So I was like, Jaguar, so that were you a damsel? Were you just this girl trying to get your music out? Or was this like your group, like your band, like your people? You're running with them, you traveling with them. Is that's what it was? And this girl, she said, I would keep her with me because I was afraid. Now this was with Wu Tang. And she said I had to leave, I had a meeting and I had to leave her this one time. When I got back, whoever this chick was, she was never the same again. And I was just like, why y'all on these tours? Why is y'all on these tours? If you could get raped at any moment, you can't even go to sleep. You can't close your eyes. Like, I mean, I understand fighting for your dream, but girl, what's really going on? Because sometimes you kind of seem like you was with the dudes, like you had a lot of. You were saying that it was a lot of girls, and the Wu Tang and Roots and stuff was running through these girls and stuff. But at the same time, you had a gang of dudes, and you was running through girls too. Like, but you couldn't slow her down. You could not slow her down and get her to talk. So that's why I'm up on the fence with that, and that's why I think it might not have a lasting impact on these guys' reputation. Now, this Talib Kweli permanently being suspended and the things he did to this activist, I don't know. I think I need to share my screen, but let me see here if I can share screen. Okay, now what does this say here? It's easiest with two monitors. Okay, sis, I got two monitors. I got two monitors. Okay, I got two monitors. Share screen. A friendly heads up. Chrome has a bug. Well, I ain't in Chrome. I ain't in Chrome. How about that? How about them apples? What is this? Let me see. Your entire screen, application window, Microsoft Edge tab. This is the one I want right here. Share. Can I make you smaller? No. Did I lose my StreamYard? Girl, what happened? I don't know. Is it on? Is this thing on, honey? Is this thing recording? Yeah, so anyway, apparently this chick made a comment about rappers who want to date fair-skinned women. I might mean light-skinned, but in my day they call them fair-skinned. Anyway, she made this comment about it seems like a lot of rappers want to date fair-skinned women. And from that comment that she made, as it pertains to rappers, he kind of latched on to her and became obsessed with her. And he said, I am going to tweet or at you every day or until you apologize. And like, so over a span of a year, Talib Kweli, this is what the people at Twitter are saying, would at her sometimes 12 hours straight. This is what the article say. He would at her sometimes 12 hours straight. And it was just harassment, just constantly harassing her. And say people was, his followers was had doxed her and got her parents' address, had gotten her stepmother's information where she worked, her stepmama's salary. They were threatening her with sexual abuse and physical abuse, and which I think they're both the same thing, but still. I was like, what? What the hell? Seriously? Seriously? Really? Yeah, this Talib Kweli, y'all. This Talib Kweli, like I mean, he's our ginger ale. You know what I'm saying? He's not, too sweet. He's not an alcoholic drink, and he settles your stomach. Like he's a neutralizer, right? No, apparently he's a bit of a dick. A bit of a dick. Hey Adele, how are you? Um, Driving and listening, it's on. I used to love him and his music, but I see he's crazy. Oh, Ivy, I'm taking it so hard though. Why? Why? It's kind of like walking in on your daddy in the bathroom or something. It's like, I don't need to see, I don't want to know this. I don't want to know this about you. I don't want this to be true about you. Thank you, beautiful soul. I appreciate that. I had to take my hair down, Charlie. It was just itching. The generation needs to remember that everyone isn't perfect. That's true, Robbie. I mean, that's true. Even about my own self. Like, I'm saying that we had cameras in my bedroom. Okay, I get it. It's just still, thank you, newbie. It's still just a little unsettling. It's still a little unsettling. Like, and you know what? Here's the thing. If we found out that, let's say Talib Kweli was a hoarder, or if he had a strange addiction like eating sofa cushion foam, something stupid like that, I would be like, okay, wow, that's weird, but let's move on, right? But it's just this pattern that we're seeing of aggression towards women, towards children, towards people in general. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I think it just depends on what you find out. I think it just depends on what you find out, really. Oh, wait a minute. Talib was harassing you too, beautiful soul? Or he was harassing other people. So he got a pattern of harassing. Please, Lord. Okay, let me tell y'all something real quick. We've been on here 39 minutes. And I've been dying to tell somebody. But listen. Okay, so I had read a couple of articles about video dating. No, other people. Ooh, I did not know. I did not know he's a harasser. He's been in mess for years. It's like living next door to a pervert. I just listen to the music. I really, really do. I just listen to the music. And I read extremely long, in-depth articles, but only about things that I'm interested in. Come on, mama. Why do you keep calling me? I just got off the phone with you, sis. I'm gonna call her back. I'm gonna call her back. I'm gonna call her back. I normally don't roll her over, but she didn't call me like 3 or 4 times this morning. I know she want me to come over there, but I got stuff I gotta do today. There's almost 20 of us in the house. Be sure to go back and ring the doorbell. Hit the like button. Thank you, newbie. I appreciate that. Listen, okay, so let me just tell y'all. So I read this article about video dating. I thought it was interesting. Like, you can't necessarily go out and date or go into other people's homes that you don't know, like strangers. Like, what's your status, right? But you can make a meal at home over video chat. Like, you're on Zoom in your kitchen and they're on Zoom in their kitchen and they're making a meal in their kitchen and you're making a meal in yours. Or you guys may make your meals and have your conversation and then meet up on back up on Zoom while you're eating. And it is tell grandma honey I said, hey, ooh, She need the back of her legs paint. She do, but I ain't gonna get into that. So you know you can sit there and have your dinner, and it's kind of like being on a date, but you're on video chat. So I thought, wow, that is interesting. And every other week, I do cocktails and chat with a group of friends of mine. Hey, Super Space, how are you? What a great intro! I love that. Um, and we have so much fun. And people pop in, they pop out, they go get something to eat, they go get a drink, they go to potty. It's just like we're all sitting around in the living room, but we're not. But it's kind of like all sitting around the living room, and I really enjoy that. Like I want to do that, and I'm like on time every every cocktail and conversation. I have my drinks ready, right? Like I'm ready to go. It's just we just talk about all types of stuff. We might get a little dirty and stuff too. It's fun. It's married people. And it's single people, it's professionals. Like we all know each other in some form, fashion, or another. I could invite other people to come in, and talk, and more the merrier, child. But yeah, it's called Cocktails and Conversations. And I was like, I want to do this, but I want to do this with a dude. You know what I'm saying? With a guy. Not like, you know, what's up, big fella? How you doing, big boy? Not like that, but just like, hey, I read this article. Like, have you been watching on Twitter? Like, the same conversation I would have with y'all on here, I would have with him, except I would be able to see him. I would be able to see his bedroom. I would be able to see his kitchen. You know what I mean? I would be able to see, what's going on in the background type situation. So I was like, well, how do I do this? How do I get this started? Like, how do I find somebody to send a Zoom invite to so I can talk to them, right? Like on my mind, I'm thinking about this, right? So when I was on the last CC call, Cocktails and Conversations, one of the girls was telling us that she has been on several really great video dates with, and she live in Texas, with some nice guys. Some are okay, some are great. I was like, oh, okay. And she met them on Match.com. So I toodaloo on over there to Match.com. Uh, I'm laughing at you, Super Space. So I go over there to Match.com. Now, they want you to buy a subscription, child. They want you to buy 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. Y'all know Miss Honey's job was eliminated. Miss Honey does not have gainful employment. So Miss Honey not sending money out. Miss Honey is only receiving money in. Okay? That's how we gonna do that. And so I'm not trying to do no subscription of any sort, any kind, whatsoever, child. You know what I mean? Like $5 can put you in a deficit. You guys to be careful with them $5. So I do the free thing. And I remember years ago I used to do like video dating. I mean, not video dating, do online dating. And the secret is when you find somebody that like you and you like them, then they let you talk. They let you have a message. Other than that, you can't message one another. You can see like a hazed out view of somebody that may have liked you. And if you pay the subscription, then you can get ongoing conversations with people, right? But if if you haven't paid, you only get to talk to the people that swiped like on you and you swipe like on them. Like y'all had a mutual attraction to your summary or your photo or whatever. It's probably photo. Anyway. So so it's a nice guy. I read his summary. I remember this summary when his picture popped up, and I thought his summary was nice. I mean, anyway. So I just say hi. I'm able to send him a message through Match. So I just say hi, right? And he replied back, hello. I was like, how are you? This is like a DM, right? And so I said, hello, let's talk more. And I put my email address in because even if he's paying, although I'm not, if his subscription is going to run out at some point. So this way we can talk without Match.com being in our business. We can talk via the email, right? Yeah, I'm just using logic. So I sent him the my email through the DM, and like universal clue, email me, right? Then we're gonna talk a little bit more. And he gonna send me back a message just say, what am I, a secretary to be doing all of this typing? I was like, what the duck? See, okay, all right. I got right on that computer. And I said, oh, okay. Uh, thank you so much for your time. And I got on off, right? So then he gonna reply back a few hours later and say that um I don't know if you've had some bad experiences with men or or what, but if it helps, I'm a police officer and I don't have time to be stalking or harassing a woman. I got bigger fish to fry. I was like, what? First of all, you messed up when you said you was a police officer. You already messed up. You already messed up when you said you was a police officer, sir. Okay? Because every police officer I ever dated has been possessive, has rolled by my house, has sent somebody to ride by my house. You know what I'm saying? Has shown up at my job or sent somebody to ride by my job. Y'all don't have a good reputation, period. I don't mean to insult my police officers out there. I know it's some good ones out there. I'm just saying I ain't dating you. I ain't dating you. Okay. Anybody that can run my credit and run my background, sitting in the front seat of their car, your girl need to be on a more even playing field. So you lost me when you said you was a police officer. But let's go back to the fact that you got bigger fish to fry, and the fact that I may have been hurt by somebody online or something. Whatever. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know if he had bad experiences. I told him, I said, no, I haven't had any bad experiences. But what I was looking for was somebody that would be just a bit more flexible. I said, no worries. You take good care. And I got off. Don't send me nothing else. Don't send me nothing else. Do not send me nothing else because you showing me you controlling. You showing me that you don't have that flexibility. I done dated dudes before. They won't eat nothing red. They don't fly. They only sit on. They want you to sit on their right side. They don't sit on the left side. You know what I'm saying? They can't eat certain things. Like they are just. This what am I asking for? What am I asking for? Am I asking for a winged Pegasus to fly down and swoop me up? No, I'm just asking for everybody to just be calm, just be cool, like just be cool. All you had to do was email me and say, hey, I'm not really great with emailing. I would love to give you a call, and or maybe we can text. Then we can talk from there. But you just sent me a message talking about you ain't no secretary. I was like, child, bye. Mm-mm. I see right now I'm gonna end up smothering you in your sleep. I can tell right now that I'm gonna be able to hear your eyelashes fall. Mm? I see right now you gonna bother me to the point that when you swallow hard, I'm gonna want to strangle you. I already see that. So let's just move forward. Let's just move forward, sir. But and it just threw me off. I just got off Match altogether. I was like, this is why I stopped dating on doing these tenders and doing these bumbles. This is why I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it because it ain't no different. I mean, all the men are there, right? Like all the men are there. And it's kind of like fishing in a stock pond, where they put the fish in there for you to catch. So it's good, but at the same time, they can say whatever they want about women being damaged and women having baggage. Let me tell you something. A lot of these men come with baggage. A lot of them damaged from their mama's womb. And you got some out there that are just stellar individuals. Hey, Sierra, are stellar individuals, have beautiful spirits, are very thoughtful, even keeled, still very confident and masculine. But I mean, it's like one in a million. It's like one in a million. It's such a rare find to find someone. That's why you kind of have to get to know people before, and you might have 50 video chats, or email conversations before you find someone that is a really good fit, like that you can really be relaxed and talk to. It's not easy. I didn't want to give him my phone number and stuff off the rip because now I gotta block your monkey dunk. Now I got to block. I got to block you. Okay, I don't have time for that. I don't have time. You running a trace on my phone number? Like, no. I don't have time for it. I wanted us to talk and see if you was worthy of it. Like, is that wrong? Am I setting the bar too high? Am I? Am I asking too much? And this is the thing. They really do feel like, because the ratio to for single women to single men is so disproportionate that we just desperate. We out here just desperate. Like, like if you post, you gotta post. Exactly, Robbie. You gotta post. I'll date you. You gotta post. Will you marry me? No. I also have a list of demands. I mean, is it okay for me to have my standards, or I'm just supposed to be out here butt naked on the side of the road with my thumb out trying to catch a ride? No, I have standards too. Come on now. But a lot of people, males and females, now, especially some of these older women, will tell women like myself that you gotta settle. You can't be so hard on a man. Why you ain't just get the man number and call him? A lot of men will say, "Oh, women being too picky. The man probably just don't know how to email." How you don't know how to email? And when you a police officer, if y'all ever look in police officers' cars, that whole console ain't nothing but a computer system. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole laptop that they driving and ride and typing on. You mean tell me you can't email? No, you just trying to control the situation out the rip. That's all that is. And he probably married. I was telling my girlfriend he probably married. One of them people that they can't. They call you on their way to work in the morning. You be telling your girlfriends, you be like, he's so sweet, girl. He called me every morning on his way to work. And that's right. Set boundaries from the beginning, J Nick. He called me every morning on the way to work. He's so sweet. And then when he get off, he called me. He called me on his lunch break. That's because he married. That's because he married. He can only talk to you on the way to work and on his lunch break and on his way in. That's like when he come to see you, he come to see you between the hours of 4:30 and 5:30. Okay? Okay, because he got to be home by dinner. I bet you don't see that joker on the weekend. I bet you that joker don't spend Friday night. You got to be real careful out here. And as soon as you lower them standards, that's when you get caught up in the okie doke. No, no, no. Never settle. I'd rather be alone and happy in a relationship than miserable. Exactly. I'm telling you. My disdain for you will get so acute that I will hear an eyelash fall and tell you to shut the F up. Like, you bugging me. Like, I don't want you in my space. Like, I don't want you in here. Like, get out. So yeah, I just thought about it, and I was just getting like a lot of feedback from people. And like I said, some of my older friends was like, girl, you just gotta, be just try to, meet them in no, change me. Once he got off work and home, he'd be MIA. Exactly. Like, I've been there, done that. I'm not gonna keep doing this with you. I'm not saying that that's what this dude was up to, but I'm just like, you see it over and over again. Like, I see dudes that DMing me on Match, and they just want me to send my email right through. I mean, I send my phone number right through Match. You can do a lot with a phone number. You can do reverse phone number lookup. You can find out what carrier I have. I don't know. Can we just talk? Can you stand in your yard behind your gate and holler over at me for a couple of 2-3 times before I decide I'm gonna open my gate and walk over, or you gonna open your gate and walk over? Like, what's the problem? What is the problem? And my good girlfriend, she graduated from college, and so we all got together, and this was Sunday. Now, we practiced social distancing. We all had masks on, but her brother sit every other seat. Her brother got to sit, one seat over for me. It was really 2 seats over for me. And we had the best conversation. It was so engaging. It was just so edifying. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the last time you just sat with somebody of the opposite sex and just talked and laughed? Like, it wasn't any ideas about sex later, or not that there wasn't chemistry, but um, just talking with the opposite sex, like just laughing, just getting a perspective, just not feeling pressure about um, having to be thin or fat, or you know light skin or dark skin or natural hair or straight hair, just sitting somewhere and just talking and just chatting and just enjoying the conversation. And the person is cultured. The person is interested in what you said. They ask you to go back. They ask you what you meant by something. Like, that engagement is important. It's important, for your soul, for your spirit. And it's just like it's like pulling teeth to get men just to sit down and talk with you, sit down and share. Not that you just got to hear me, but it's even exchange of conversation of ideas. Like, I find that extremely, extremely attractive. I do. And yeah, what's the problem? What's the problem? I don't think we're asking too much. No, I don't think we're asking too much. But as soon as you pull a dude up on video chat, there he is. No, sir. Click, click, click. Where's my exit? Where's my ex? And I don't panic no more. Something uncomfortable in telling about him stating his occupation, as if this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. And you know what? I was telling my dad about it. And my dad is generally, for the most part, always on my side anyway, but he gonna tell me right from wrong. And he tell you, nah, that joker up to something. You out. If my daddy say you out, you out. Yeah, but I don't even get thrown off anymore when an individual shows up on the screen and they're naked. I don't even get thrown off anymore. Mm-mm. I'll be like, oh, bless your heart. Honey, is that one ball? Is it all together? Oh, wow. Mm, mm, mm. Why is the shaft so light but the ball so dark? honey, that's weird. That's odd. You should get that checked out. X. I don't get excited. I don't get not. When I say excited, I'm never excited because I didn't ask you to be on screen naked. But I don't be like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't do all that. I've seen lots of penises before. If you want me to go over why your penis isn't a great look for video, I can do that all day long. And then I'm gonna exit out on you. But it bothers me that a lot of men are getting turned on. They get turned on by the fact that you get upset. That's why I'm not giving you no upsetness. You're not getting it from me. Naked, child. Naked. Naked. Um, I'm coming to you for daddy. No, child. Mm-mm. I can tell you when to run. Yeah, but I've been on having a conversation with someone, uh, a guy I will tell you from Nigeria, and he wasn't from Nigeria. His people was from Nigeria, so he was of Nigerian descent, and oh, super handsome guy. Well, he worked at the jailhouse up here off Memorial Drive. Now I met him organically, but we was talking not through a date now, and so we was talking, and we decided to like FaceTime, go for Androids. So we were FaceTiming, we were talking. It was just, it was a good conversation. We had a good conversation anyway. We enjoyed talking, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what made him do it, but he was like, "I'll be back." I was like, "Cool." So I'm minding my business, waiting for him to show back up on screen. I think I may have had my TV on. I'm looking at TV, and he comes back in, and I can kind of see the shadow of him coming back into frame. And he is bucket, okay? He is bucket arse naked. Bucket. Now, listen, he had a beautiful body. But the audacity, okay? The audacity for you to be coming on here with your nakedness. I was like, exit out. I just exited out. Like, I didn't know what to do with it. I was feeling a bevy of emotions. Right? I was feeling shocked. He's naked, and shocked because, ew, what is you doing? You know, I had to deal with all of that in private, child. I exited out of that, and he called me back right away immediately. He said he was sorry, but I was like, "No, it's cool, but you just can't undo it." Like, our conversation was not the same. It wasn't good. I was extremely dry. At this time, I just, in my life, I was just dry until you fell off. Now I'll just let you know straight up and down. Once I got to a certain age, that just lets you know straight up and down, unacceptable. That's not right. Yada yada yada. But back then, I just would get so quiet and so dry with you that you would know to get the heck on. Um, and I saw him like maybe about 6 months ago in the Zaxby's. Still fine. Still fine. He was with his whole family. Now he married by now. This was years ago. He married by now, and his kids look like they might have been like 8 and 13 and so on and so forth. And I was thinking to myself, girl, to his wife, I know what your man Winky look like. I don't know what he thought was gonna happen. But I used to work with a girl. Um, And she was a real nice girl. As a matter of fact, I thought she played for the other team. I thought she was actually lesbian, but it turns out she was straight. And she came in like on a Monday from being out for the weekend. And she started telling me about how she went on this date. I was like, cool, you went on a date. That's great. And she was telling me how uh, she goes upstairs to, I guess, take her shoes off or put her purse down or whatever. And she had invited a man over and left him sitting down on the sofa. And when she came back downstairs, he was sitting on the sofa, but he was naked. I mean, my heart just sunk when she was telling me this. It just sunk. I was just like, what did you do? And she was just like, I asked him, what the heck was he doing? You know, she didn't say that. I made him put his clothes on and then put him out. I was like, he would have had to put his clothes on from the outside. He would have had to go outside and put his clothes on. He couldn't put his clothes on in my house. He has to leave immediately. And I don't know if you can get your clothes on by osmosis or not, but you finna be on the other side of this door. And it got me to thinking about what would I do? You know, what would I do in a situation like that? I just choose not to invite nobody to my home until I'm sure about them. You can't never really be sure, but you can't come to my house. And I ain't going to yours because I don't know where all your exes are. I don't know where you keep your knives, your broom handles. I don't know the layout of your land. You're like, you're not welcome. You're not. You're not welcome. So yeah, I just wanted to run that by y'all and see what y'all thought. Like everybody was pretty cool with it when I was telling them, but a lot of people were saying, "Oh, that I was being unreasonable, that my standards was too high, like I should have gave him a chance." Police officers made good money. I was just like, "What they got to do with anything if your girl not happy?" If your girl not happy, and I was pissed off with the fact that all of his pictures was kind of like this, like, you know, like he couldn't take a picture of the rest of his body, even though he said he was physically fit. I was like, well, why we just keep getting all these weird photos? Like, you know, it's odd on your fabric. Let me tell you something. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like the nerve of you to pull your penis out, the nerve of you to get naked. Y'all remember that was one of the scenes from For Colored Girls. Remember? And she went out with this guy, and I can't remember if she brought him to her house. Anyway, she had made dinner and all of that, and he go to use the bathroom. Where he come back from the bathroom, he come back from the bathroom naked. Like it's terrifying. In those moments, you got to make yourself bigger. You got to take your volume up. You got to stick and move. You know what I'm saying? You got to be doing a whole bunch of stuff at one time. You got to be yelling. You got to be screaming. You got to be acting like you're losing your mind, like you're going off, like this is it, like I'm finna F you up. And you still got to be dialing 911. Drop that phone. You get out of my house. How dare you be in here naked? What are you know, of course, more graphically, a lot more graphically, but what else can you do? Because you're in a space where no one can hear you scream, basically, with a person that's stronger than you. So unless you like Angelina Jolie and you got guns and knives hidden all over your home, like Jennifer Lopez on Enough, which is not a bad idea, by the way. I mean, we are approaching the end of the world, children. Um, yeah, it happens. It happens quite a bit, actually. I mean, I would love to hear some of the story. Okay, okay. Listen, do y'all watch P Valley? And then we're gonna get off of here. Who watches P Valley? Y'all let me know. Does anybody watch the actual show P Valley? I know some people watch my reviews and don't watch the show, but do you watch the show P Valley, or do you have like some knowledge of what the basic storyline is for P Valley, which is a show on Stars about a strip club? Yes, honey, I know that you watch it. uh, listen. So I got to thinking after this last episode. Do y'all remember? Thank you, Robbie. Do y'all remember? Uh, there was a story online, and I think this was back when I was on Facebook. Now I have been on Facebook in many, 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 many years, but there was a story that was written by a girl who was a dancer. Okay, and she needed to make some extra money. She hooked up with another girl who was supposed to be a dancer, and they was gonna be like traveling and doing dances, going to clubs and dances and doing private dances to like stack some money. And come to find out, the girl that she was traveling with, her and the dude, like the dude was supposed to be like their bodyguard. And this is an online story, and it went on for a long time. People trying to figure out if it was true, if it was made up, if it was done by somebody who was a writer. Well, anyway, the chick was supposed to be like the Autumn. She's telling the story, and she with a chick that's supposed to be like Mercedes, and the dude is supposed to be like Diamond. And they traveling, and she come to find out, yes, girl, I'm hooked. Oh, Stephanie, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. You doing all right today, Stephanie? So, yeah, this is the online story, and if she come to find out that the girl she was traveling with, the Mercedes of this girl's story, was sleeping with dudes, and they was robbing them, and they was like had this whole convoluted scandal. It was like pages and pages and pages of this story about how she traveled across country with another girl and supposed to be stripping, but they was on like a crime spree type situation. Y'all remember that from online? And everybody was trying to figure out if this was a real girl, if she had this real experience where she was held captive and somebody was killed and it was drugs and it was sleeping with Johns. It was a really well written story. But people were trying to figure out if it was just a story or if that was this girl sort of regurgitating what had happened to her one crazy summer in her 20s. Does anybody remember this story? It was on Facebook, I know for sure. And it was like a Zane novel. Does anybody remember that? This was a online story that a girl told about what happened to her one crazy summer when she was just stripping for a little extra change and she got caught up in this whole big situation. Do y'all remember that at all? Was it the Zola story? Was it Zola? Oh, you got such good memory, Ram Rose. Oh, I wish I could take your memory and your knees. Borrow. Hermie. Hey, Hermie. Hermie may know too. Hermie got a good memory. Hermie, do you remember there was a story online on Facebook? It was about this crazy summer that this girl had where she was just trying to strip a little bit and make a little money. She got hooked up with this girl and a dude, and it was like a crime spree and drug deal, and somebody got shot, and it was this whole story. Um, I can't remember. Grand Rose say it's called a Zola story. Let me look in here and see. I can't believe y'all don't remember that. It was a big thing. Ooh, Charlie says on Twitter. Uh-huh. It was 2015. A Detroit waitress Azaya Zola Wells posted a 148 tweet thread. Well, child, it was tweets. Did you say knees, Miss Honey? Yes, and knees. What good is the memory, darling, if your knees are bad? Okay. Um, it says here about a trip she took to Florida with a stripper named Jessica. The story containing details of prostitution, murder, and attempted suicide quickly went viral, garnering the recognition of people such as Missy Elliott, Solange Knowles. This is what P Valley remind me of. I could not. I said, I wonder, because everybody was like encouraging. Oh, honey. I can do that easier than I can say your name. Okay. Nayarika. Nayarika Duboni. Nayarika Duboni. Dubuani. Dubuani. Nayarika Dubuani. Let me know if I'm right, honey. I'm really into this. Um, but remember, everybody was encouraging her. Oh. I love it, honey. I have a very difficult real name, which is why I don't use it on here. I like Miss Honey better too, but nobody ever says it right. Anyway, yeah. So everybody was encouraging her after this 148 tweet thread to she should write. She should be a writer. Like, she's a wonderful storyteller, right? I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if this is it if she evidently they did a story. Oh, they did a screenplay. I wonder. I'm just interested. I need to go back and see who all's involved in P Valley and see if there's any connections with either Zola or with this screenplay that was written off of her story. And see if they're connected, because a lot of what it just started to come to me Sunday when I was watching it. I was like, this reminds me of that story. It was supposed to be a movie. Okay. I wonder if it's a TV show now. Um, Maybe it's not the same story though. Let me go back, child. I be done hit something, hit a button, child. Um, this is from Wikipedia. Rolling Stone, the story behind the greatest stripper saga ever tweeted. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if there's some connection with the person that wrote this story and P Valley. You say you got stud guns hidden in different parts of my place. I'm not paranoid, but somebody's out to get me. I know that the writer is Katori Hall, but I just wonder. Listen, if you go back and read that story, and I'm an avid reader, so I tend to remember. That's why I get confused a lot, because I usually have like a lot of stuff in my head and I don't know where I got it from, or sometimes I mix two stories up. But you go back and read that the story about what happened with Zola or Z, and look at P Valley. I'm telling you, it's very similar. It's very, very similar. So I just wonder. And after she wrote it, and told the whole story, on everybody was like, um, "Oh, you have to write. Like, you need to be a writer. Like, you need to tell stories. Like, you would do really, really well at this." It was an epic, epic tale. Like, it's like a soap opera, but on Twitter. Okay, okay, right, beautiful soul. You know what I'm talking about. Go back if you can, just read a couple of 2-3 parts into that and just look at the similarities to P Valley. Now, like I said, everybody was encouraging her to write, and I don't know if she ended up being a writer. or what, because that story was wildly popular. Like I said, stars and stuff was latching on to her and stuff, and because she was a great storyteller. And so I'm just wondering if she ultimately did start writing, and if she did, is this one of the things she's been writing about? I'm just asking. It say here. hmm It says Zola's family called her the enforcer. She's the oldest of eight in the family. Okay, sis, but what did you do? What did you do after you stripped, child? Yeah, I really enjoy P Valley. I think P Valley is really, really good. It took me a while to get over the hi, is it El Kayla? Akayla? Uh Le- Alikala? Alikala? Is it Alikala? Oh, I hope it's Alikala. Oh, I hope it's Alikala, honey. Alikala is really nice. Um, Alex read it on his channel. Child, where was I? Where was I? Now they're telling the story. Can you just tell me where she is right now in her life, child? What is up? I don't know. I have to do that when I get off of here. Is it Alikala? Can you tell me if I'm saying your name right, Alikala 25? I really hope it's Alikala. If that ain't controlling behavior, girl. Anyway, beautiful soul, what happened with your live this morning? It just kept shutting everybody out. Them people did not want you to be talking about it, did they? I don't know. You're. It says you are close. It's not my real name. Oh, okay, honey. Well, then I'm gonna call you Alikala. Alikala 25. That is now officially how I'm gonna say your name. Alikala. 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 Okay, so oh, good, honey. Um, okay, so yeah, I just want to put that out there. I just want to put it out there. It's a lot like the Zola story. It's a lot like the Z story. That's all I'm saying. It's some components, not word for word, but it's some components of the Z story and P Valley. You know they say ain't nothing new under the sun. You already know that, and you know that things like this, stories like this are salacious. People love them. People love them. It was rumored that they were making it into a show. Maybe P Valley is it. Maybe, girl. They say they was trying to do a screenplay. I don't know if they did a screenplay or a show. It's a lot of elements. I will say that the Clifford element um, is different, but and I like the Clifford element. I do. I like the Clifford element just because he's a lot of different things. He's a lot of different characters in one. And from week to week, I find that I'm looking forward to what he's wearing and what he's rocking. Um, I loved in the first episode where they kind of showed him in his more masculine form. Um, and they showed his naked booty, honey. It was the same booty from the red light room when him and Murder was in the room. I mean, and listen, he's just got a regular old man body. He's just got a regular old man body. I seen that same body on an 89-year-old man. That kind of square booty, but heavy in the dips. Oh, Alikala, you got to get into it. Get your stars, and just go ahead and get your stars now. And that way you can catch up on your P Valley. It don't have many episodes left. And then the Power sequel is coming out. And then once Power go off, you can get rid of your Star subscription. Although they show some good movies on Stars. It ain't but $8.99 a month. And if you get it through Prime, I think it's like $1 or so cheaper. But I digress. So you'll like it. You'll like the Clifford character. And I do like that it's not just all TNA. There's a lot of TNA. There's a lot of TNA. $5 for 3 months. Oh, that's a new subscriber sale. Child, maybe I'll give him a different address, a different email address. Look, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. Anyway, that's a good deal though. Get on it, Alikala. $5 for 3 months, sis. Uh, yeah. So, I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. Oh, Strange Black Media. Hey, how you doing? Let me see. Did I talk to y'all about everything? I talked to y'all about Talib Kweli, how disappointed I am in him. Apparently, I'm the only one that didn't know that he was a butthole. And I talked to y'all about the Jaguar Wright. What else did I want to talk to y'all about? I talked to y'all about my online dating experience. I think I'm just gonna get off Match all together. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not enjoying it at all. I thought I was gonna enjoy it, but yeah, go back and check the replay. It's not the same because I'm not talking to you directly, and that's really half the fun is interacting. But still, I think you'll enjoy it. Um, I don't think I'm doing Match.com anymore. I don't know. I'm not into it. I just don't enjoy it. You're welcome, Monica. Um, I don't think Miss Honey know who I am on Twitter. I do know you like all my videos, and I met you through Ramrose, and you retweet a lot of the stuff that I tweet, and we banter. We banter with emojis on Twitter. Okay, she ain't that far gone. She is not that far gone. She is not that far gone. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. I love you guys with the love of the Lord, and there is nothing that you can do about it. I'm gonna try to do this more regularly. Like I said, I was just trying to get familiar with StreamYard. I still gotta work on some stuff. Beautiful soul. I feel like you or J Nick or even Ram Rose. I need y'all help. Like I need to play with my buttons while people are here. And I need to try everything out. You can't do it when you're by yourself, you know what I mean? Like I need somebody to hop on so I can see how to get people to hop on. I got this real fancy speaker system here that's like state of the art speaker system that I could take calls and stuff like that if I want to. I would love to talk to you guys. I mean, I like being by myself. I'm okay with being in the house for long stretches of time, but I enjoy banter. I enjoy banter and I want to banter. Oh yeah, your girl knows. Your girl knows, okay? And she's keeping a roll book right up in here. Right up in here. So I'd love for you guys to come back and join me. I'm going to try to send out tweets um, and try to do community posts to let you guys know when I'm coming on. And you got to watch them after. You got to watch them after. If not, we influence one another, Ramrose. So I want to hear your pure, unadulterated feelings about everything. Yeah. So. yeah, community posts and all of that. And then I'd love for you guys to come on. I'd love for us to come on and talk about the shows that we watch. Y'all know Greenleaf is ending next week. That's going to be the last of season 5 of Greenleaf. And the child, they say Zora and Sophia gonna be the spinoff show. Is gonna be Zora and Sophia in New York, which I don't know. Anyway, I got that, and I got my microphone out of the box. It's been in the box forever. Anyway, I got it out and all my stuff up and everything. So I just want us to get together a little bit more, chit chat a little bit more, and just talk and uplift each other. When I came on this live, you guys, I was so blue. I was so blue. Like I was this close to crying for no reason. And I just feel better now. I do. I feel better now. I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. Okay. And I can't wait to talk to y'all again. So you guys, if you're not subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe. If that notification bell is not on, if you're not sure, hit all, because I'm gonna drop a community post, and follow me on Twitter and IG. I don't really do a lot of YouTube stuff on IG, although I follow a lot of YouTubers on IG. I'm a Twitter girl. I like to Twitter. And so follow me on Twitter. That way you'll get a notification there and you can jump on. And then eventually, hopefully, we can do, live talks, and I can bring you guys on screen and we can chit chat. I mean, we can't talk like we do at cocktail and conversations. That's grown folks stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, child. We get down into the nitty gritty of it all. So, yeah, follow me on Twitter. It is IJS. Is it running on the screen? Because I put a banner. Is it running? Thank you, Stephanie. You have a good day, okay, honey? Have a good day, and you be safe out there. Like my daddy say, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, sis. Okay. Do you guys see a banner running across the screen? I thought I put it on there with my Twitter. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, let's do this again. Beautiful soul, you take good care of yourself, honey. Get home safe. J Nick, I love you. Talk to you guys later. Ram Rose, I love you too, baby. Let me see. Robbie, have a good day. Adele, I love you too, sis. Have a good day, okay? Strange Black Media. Oh, honey, it sounds tantalizing. Have a great day. Alikala, have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for showing up again. I appreciate it. Monica, Hermie. You guys have a wonderful day. Be safe. And remember, until next time, honeybee. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'll holla.